Welcome back to Boost TV, guys. I have another soccer drill coming here for you guys, and this is probably my favorite drill to boost endurance and improve your technique at the same time. I do this drill every offseason. When my team was going through the pandemic, I was doing this drill probably every day, if not every other day. It's just a really good drill. It simulates in a game when your legs get really tired and when your lungs get really tired, that you can still perform up to your highest ability without making too many mistakes just because you're fatigued. And this drill does a great job doing that because it really gets your legs tired, like your quads, your calves. It gets all that tired just because you're cutting and turning so much, as well as running, moving, and trying to stay focused on the technique that you're trying to perform. And that's what I'm gonna show you guys today. It's gonna have multiple variations to work on a lot of things, but I hope you guys do enjoy it. If you do, like and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you think this video will help anybody, share it, please. And yeah, stay tuned. So this first drill is called the 9-point test. Now this drill has many variations to it so that it can work on different techniques of the ball. So to start off, we're going to work on dribbling. And keep in mind this starting cone that I start on, because this center cone is the cone that you're going to come back to after you go around any cone. So once you go to any cone, you always come back to this cone. So to begin, you can start with any cone on the side of you that you want to start with, but you always got to start with one of these two cones. So you're going to ball roll or soul roll to one cone, then soul roll all the way to the other cone. And then now you got to bring it back to the middle where you started. And then after that, you go to the second layer of 3 cones. You can go to any of the 3 cones at any point. It doesn't have to be in any order. I typically like to go to the outsides first and the middle, but sometimes I go to the middle first just because I might forget. So you go to one cone, dribble around it, then you come back to the starting cone, then you go to the next cone, dribble around it, come back to the starting cone, then you go to the third cone, dribble around it, come back to the starting cone. And then after that, then you go to the final layer of 3 cones. You repeat the same thing, dribbling to each cone and then dribbling back to the starting cone. And then once you finish with your third cone in the final layer, then you sprint through, and then that's the drill. Now, it really could take some time to get the hang of it because it can be very confusing. You're doing all these spins. It can honestly get confusing. Even I make mistakes sometimes just because I'm doing it so often. So sometimes I actually forget if I even hit a cone, if I didn't, because maybe in the last round I hit the cone and I'm still like thinking about that last round. But once you get the hang of it, it'll become a lot easier, and it should go as smoothly as this. So now for the next variation, it's really just adding a skill move when you're dribbling towards the 2 outside cones on the second layer of cones and the 2 outside cones on the third layer of cones. The beginning 2 outside cones, you just do the normal soul roll, but those 2 outside cones on the next layers, you're going to put in a little skill move. I just like to do a little scissor just because it's most game realistic for me, because I don't really do 5-star skill moves in game because I'm a center midfielder or a center defensive midfielder. But I'll just do a little scissor just to get my feet moving quick. And I'll probably even put some GoPro footage in after this clip just so you can see what it looks like when I'm really doing it like real time. But yeah, when you get the hang of it, it's gonna look like this. Oh. Now the next variation of this drill, you're going to need a partner for this because now it's passing. So instead of dribbling around each cone, you're just going to run around each cone, and once you go around it, you're going to pass the ball as soon as you get around the cone. So typically, when you go around the cone, you want to run from the outside of the cone to inside, so towards whatever foot in the direction you're running towards. So if I'm running towards my right, I want to pass with my right foot. If I'm running towards my left, I want to pass my left foot. And it just makes the drill run a lot smoother. Sometimes you will make a mistake because that's just how the drill is. It can be confusing sometimes. But typically you want to try to make sure you're running from outside to inside as much as possible. And then once you get the hang of it, it will run really smoothly. Now the final variation of this drill is going to be volleys. So it's going to be the same running routine, same running setup, always coming back to the center cone. But now instead of passing on the ground, your partner's going to toss you the ball, and you're going to inside volley it with the inside of your foot, depending on which side of the cone you're on. You may make mistakes. Trust me, I make mistakes all the time in this drill, but you just keep working at it, and it'll become second nature to you. I promise you. Well, there you guys have it. That's probably my favorite drill to do to boost my stamina, endurance, and just help me work on my focus when I get tired. It's a simple drill. All you need is 9 cones and a ball. And for the next variation, you do need a partner. But if you don't have those, then you can just do the first variation as best you can. Add in more skill moves, more difficult skill moves if you want. But that's really what I like to show you guys. Drills that you don't need that much equipment to do. You can do it by yourself for the most part. If you have a partner, it'll help. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know the drill. If you did, just like and subscribe. Like, just click the like button. Just click the subscribe button. You don't even gotta like me. You just gotta like the content. It doesn't even matter if you like me personally. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And yeah, be easy.